What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Of course, you know they call me Napalm. This is video 26 in the 31 days of Q&A. Keep those questions coming. I'm still logging them. Make sure you're doing that. Don't email them to me. Not through Instagram. Don't come through Messenger. Put them in the comments section below the videos. Doesn't have to be this video. Doesn't have to be a 31 days of Q&A video. It can be a video from last year, 10 years ago. Some people are doing that, and I'm queuing them up to cover them down the line. All right. This question comes from Sir Sketchable. What is your favorite material / finish for a grip implement? An example, textured paint versus bare steel with some patina. Also, is there any diameter difference between a Rogue, Arm Assassin, and IM axle, and how do they compare when it comes to which you can lift the most on? So hopefully I understand that question well. First off, my preferred surface, texture, coating, feel of any implement is just bare steel, bare iron, as little paint as possible. Just au naturel. That's what I like. Then you have a pretty good chance of getting a nice chalk base on there, and then it'll stay there for a while and you don't have to worry about it. I don't like modifying anything. I don't like having to try for months and months and months to get something to take chalk. That is just no fun. So I like it if it's just bare steel, you can chalk it up real good. If you're going to paint it, my favorite paint is the textured paint, the bed liner paint that Luke uses at Arm Assassin Strike Shop. That is easily the best stuff, in my opinion, for a paint that's going to take chalk. Now, that's not to say that some paints won't take chalk, especially not after a little bit of trying. So, for instance, if you've seen any of the 4 10-kilogram plate pinch videos that I put up recently, you see that paint on there is like sandpaper. It's like you're picking up cinder blocks. That is how rough that is, but that takes a while. So the first day we lifted those, I couldn't even believe I lifted them because it was so hard to get chalk to stick to them. When you don't chalk something, a lot of times it is way harder to lift that stuff. And I'll be the first one to admit that. But I prefer to be able to repeat the surface time and time again and not have to fight with it. So that's what I like. Second part of the question was, is there any diameter difference between a Rogue, Arm Assassin, and Iron Mind axle? I have absolutely no idea what the Arm Assassin axle is that you're talking about. Luke probably makes about 10 different axles, so I can't comment on that. And I also have not used the Rogue axle ever in my life, but I am told that the Rogue axle is thinner than the Iron Mind axle. So my bet is if I hit the Rogue hard, I would lift more on it than the Iron Mind. And then, of course, the way that thing bent at the Arnold, if I could get that thing to bend, then it's going to be even easier to lift heavier weight. I'm not saying everybody at the Arnold only lifted big weights because it was bent. I'm just saying that by the end of that contest, that axle was visibly bent. You could see the arc in that thing in the videos that were being posted. So it sounds like the Rogue axle is maybe made of some thinner material. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never touched one of those things. The only axle that I have here, I have 2 axles here. One is the Iron Mind, and one, I don't know where it came from. It came from Rick Walker when I bought it, but I don't know who made it. And it's harder than the Iron Mind axle. I think it's actually a little bit thicker than the Iron Mind axle. So, that's about it, I think. Any other questions, leave them in the comments section below. Make sure you give it one of these. I know you're not going to share the videos. I'm not even going to bring that up. But make sure you subscribe. Check out the description box for the 31 days of Q&A playlists, and all the best in your training, everybody. Take care.